Hey everybody, what's up? This is Video Game Homies, but with one homie. And I gotta just make this video real quick, man. I'm just gonna say this right now. We are in a incompetent age of video games, obviously, because we are getting just worse and worse news, aren't we? So if you guys haven't heard already, the team behind the hell's the name of that stupid game? Redfall. Redfall. They announced that Redfall for the Series X will indeed be 30 frames per second. My God, Microsoft, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? This is your studio. You know, I mean, I don't know what you're doing, honestly. You are constantly fucking up, like constantly doing it. First off, the whole Series X, let's be honest here, people, is a complete missed opportunity, period. Like, how many times could Microsoft have owned Sony, like completely just demolished them in the beginning of this generation and maybe even throughout this generation? Let's let's just see, right? When the launch first happened, how many games were actually coming to the PS4 when Sony said, "Oh yeah, this is going to be a next gen God of War or a next gen what's the name of it? What's the name? Uh, Horizon Forbidden West or Forgotten West is a better title." How many times has Sony said that this game is only coming to PS5 just for it to come to PS4 a little bit later, right? Microsoft had an opportunity to actually take advantage of that and be like, you know what? Halo Infinite only coming to the Xbox One or Series X. That's it. That's it. It's only coming to the Series X. So you want to actually experience our next gen titles? Buy our next gen console. I understand that the Series X wasn't exactly readily available, but that does not matter, honestly. Microsoft could have had something over Sony, and that's what they needed. And when Sony made their next gen titles $70, Microsoft should have made it stay at 60. Hell, maybe even lowered it to 50. That's what Microsoft should have done. By the way, enjoy this gray background. Sorry, guys, I don't feel like getting my Xbox One or even the controller and like setting it here. Nah, I'm not, sorry, guys, I'm not gonna do that. But let's get back to the topic. Like, they could have done that. They could have honestly lowered it to 50. Same goes with the PS5. When the PS5 they increased it, technically they did everywhere, because no one wants their shit games with their console that's just gonna go like down in price. So basically, what they did in America is that, oh, they made a PS5 with a first party Sony game, which, by the way, that's a complete joke. That's a complete joke of a deal. You know, I just got my God of War PS5 bundle because I'm afraid that Sony would have made worse parts later on. So I had to find a way to get a PS5 as soon as possible. You know? So getting back to this though, Sony, they increased their price of the PS5 when it's just a digital copy too of the game, by the way. So that's even more money that's just like not that they didn't even spend on the thing, right? Microsoft could have kept it the same, if not lowered it. Lowered it. Get more Xboxes in people's living rooms, Microsoft. Damn. I should get back to the Redfall thing, I know, but I'm just saying that the Series X in general is a missed opportunity. Microsoft buying all those studios, missed opportunity. You know? You bought Bethesda. Why? You bought Team Ninja. Why? You're not doing anything with them. Right? You're not giving the Series X a fighting chance at all. Hell, I have a PS5 and not a Series X. Wonder why. You know? Like, There's no reason to get a Series X other than how cheap it is to get it from like third-party websites like Mercari or something. Honestly, God, no reason. I mean, hell, games even run slightly worse than they do on the PS5 on the Series X. Why? I don't know. It's like, yo, I mean, it's not much, I know, like, but still, it's like Microsoft, you're making your console look like a joke. And now we have this. Now we have this. Their first party studios, like the people who made Redfall, are now making it 30 frames on their own console. On their own console. You know what? I was laughing at the fanboys, at any fanboys really, who were saying that Game Pass is just is going to be an excuse for Microsoft to release crappy games. But now I think they're right. I mean, explain it. Why else would they do this? Would they allow this? I'm sorry. Now I know later on they said that Redfall is gonna have a performance mode at 60 frames. Why does it need to be performance though? I saw the gameplay trailer. It does not look like anything that can't be handled on the Xbox 360, let alone the One or the Series X. That game looks like shit. I'm just going to be completely honest. That game looks, and it looks like it will play like shit too. Well, obviously it will because it's 30 frames. Imagine playing a fucking game in 2023 that still runs at 30 frames, bro. Imagine that shit. Like, oh, yikes, man. Yikes. That's all I'm going to say, man. These game developers are getting lazy. They're getting fucking lazy. It's like, you know what? Why should I buy your shit game or even play on Game Pass when I could just go back to playing older games? I mean, you're already going to make it play like an older game. Why don't I just go back and play an older game? You know? Like, why even bother with these studios anymore? They're so lazy. All of them are lazy. Like, this was not the only example. Do you know how in the Xbox One and PS4 days we got something like Arkham Knight, and now we got Gotham Knights on the Series X and PS5? And keep in mind, it's only on those consoles, not the PS4 and Xbox One. And look how badly it runs on those. Look how terrible it runs on those consoles. And that shitty looking game that doesn't even look like, man. That's not even the only example too. Like, it's just a pathetic excuse, really, to make games run like shit. And they used to optimize games very well for the Xbox 360 and PS3. They had to. I think newer hardware has made them lazier and more entitled. That's what I think. Now, I'm not saying that we should go back to the Xbox 360 and PS3 and make games for those now, but what I am saying is that companies nowadays need to fucking discipline their own companies. You know, they need to discipline the fuck out of them, because this is no excuse. And what the fuck, like, going back to this, why do you need a performance mode to run at 60? Your game should run at 60, and the performance mode should be 120. Redfall looks like it could run on a fucking, on an iPhone or a Android device. I swear to God. It looks like a mobile game. And whoever says otherwise, it runs like a mobile game too, obviously, right? And whoever says otherwise, you're lying to yourself. Let me give you an example on games on mobile that look better than that piece of crap. Dead Trigger 1 and 2 look way better. Call of Duty Mobile looks way better. Let's see. Like there's not really many games I play on mobile, but that's just a few. There's a lot more that look way better than that piece of shit. The detail doesn't even look like it's there. It's like you're playing as balloon characters or toys, you know? They have little to no detail to them. Just a shine effect. Like, Oh, yo, what are they fucking made out of? Plastic? Like, the hell? These characters suck, and or the graphics suck, the games suck, and the studio sucks. Like, honestly, Microsoft, this is why you're last place. This is exactly why you're last place. Now, I understand that they're caring less and less about console sales, but that is no excuse to make shit games. Like, if you want people to go on your service, I mean, you're gonna have to make good games. You know, I don't know if they know this. But anyways, yeah, Redfall looks like shit. It is going to be shit, and I hope it sells like shit. And I hope the studio gets fired, or everyone in the studio gets fired. Yo, you guys can hate on me all you want. I don't care. People like this deserve to be fired. No one asked you to be a game developer. Sorry, bro. So you have no right to work like a fucking slug. You know. I don't know. Anyways, this is Video Game Homies signing out. Have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe, blah blah blah. See you guys.